Hey everybody! I'm back after 84 years. Oh shoot, I was about to stop the stream, what the hell? No, I meant to do this. Hello! So, I know it's been a while since I've come back here. I'm really sorry about that. Sorry. But it's been a really terrible couple of weeks. So, well, a lot's been happening. A lot. Like, whoo! So much. Trying to get one's lives in order is quite a deal. But hey, we're still trying. We're going to be persistent about this. And so, at least this week, we are streaming today! Yay! So let's get it started. And we're going to continue with Resident Evil 4 Otome Edition. I couldn't get Resident Evil 9, and actually I still do not want to play it because I want to play 7 and 8 first. I haven't played those either, and I have found somehow I've been able to avoid spoilers, like major spoilers. Well, there's one major spoiler I couldn't avoid about that, but it was out of my hands. Also, I need to learn how to use my emotions, my character emotions, you know, the angry, sad, surprised, and blah blah, and also make more emotions. So I'm thinking later in the week I'm going to make a session, well, later on this week or next week I'm going to make a session for dedicated for editing and making improvements both in my character and the channel. So if you want to join, you feel free to do so. I'll be waiting. But in the meantime, let's go back to the game and I'll see if I can remember the voices. So here we are. Are we seeing enough? Is that enough? Yes, we're seeing enough. With everyone but us gone and a unnerving quiet descended upon the cabin, the whole place felt painfully lonely. Leon, you had an almost full clip of bullets. Why did you just recharge? And Leon meant to kept it that way. I followed behind him cause, really, what else was I supposed to do? Still, I couldn't help but look back towards the obviously not out bridge and wonder if I'd ever see Louise again. Since we had a breather, Leon hustled around the area grabbing convenient stores of ammo sitting atop crates and logs, kinda like Christmas as imagined by the NRA. With spoils in tow, we headed towards the back gate where the villagers had flooded in from. Merchant man, you're alive! What? Leon approached the guy like the last 30 minutes hadn't even happened. Oh, terribly sorry about that, old chum. I was called away for a bit. You know how it is in with bloodthirsty mobs. Now about those promotions you mentioned.
Got some rare things on sale, stranger.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Now for real, how did he avoid being gored? Is he in cahoots with the villagers? Is Saddle using him as a spy? Does he simply monopolize the black market with his infectious laugh and cloaking technology? I don't want to believe any of that, so let's tap the old Felbeck plan. Magic. Yeah, look at the blue fire. Obviously magic is afoot. Oh, I feel a portmanteau coming on.
Stranger. Now that's a weapon.
There it is. Ginger. You know, like a genie ninja. It's a perfect foil to an evil wizard like Saddle.
Not enough cash, stranger.
In seriousness, I'm a little overwhelmed by all these men and their mysteries. It's starting to be less Loretta Chase and more Agatha Christie. Wait, don't most people die in Agatha Christie novels?
Well, not in the Twisted House. Was it Twisted or Crooked? I'm sorry, I read it in Spanish, so I'm not sure. In that one, only one? Okay, besides the main murder victim, only one person dies. No, two people die. Spoilers.
Come back any time.
Finally! Now to the shed. There was another one of those typewriters in the room. Without a hitch, Leon began typing away just like before. Oh, modern Alfred Hitchcock in work. It's hard to believe that anybody would seriously bother with these things, so I'm just going to imagine that he's leaving the typewriter equivalent of a dick pic. Leon started to pore over the documents like they mattered. I'm glad he's feeling dutiful enough to read crap, because the only paper I want to see in front of me is a joint. I wonder if I really focus. Ooh, witness the power. Time to show me what you got, Leon. Sounds are impeccably smooth. It's so rare to find a straight man who waxes. Oh no, don't tell me. Well, on to the next thing. His hair is really amazing, perfectly cut and seemingly immune to grease, blood, and other unmentionables. Well, on to the next thing. You know, Leon has some weird protrusions below his shoulders. Just assume those are where his angel wings came off.
Oh, that's because of the of the model of being a little bit weird and crooked. Oh no, no ass? No ass? No ass?
Oh god, Leon is looking right at me. Was I staring at him too lustily? More importantly, does he mind? It looked like he was ready to move on, so I scooted out of his way. Hopefully I just seemed like I was zoning out. Yeah. Also, he's probably gay. Is it just wishful thinking from my part? I wish that he could look my way. Well, God, I hope he's bi. Damn it, Leon, what are you thinking? Mine is a complete puzzle to me. I wish he'd throw me a bone. I'm not the master of unlocking over here.
Ha! Nice reference. She did a reference, I got it!
I followed close behind as we left the shed and glanced at Chinja as we walked by. Oh, please don't talk to him again, Leon, please. Doing me a small kindness, Leon forged ahead to a small room embedded in the gate that contained a single lever.
Lever or lever? Is it lever?
The push-pulley only moved left or right, presumably corresponding to the two sides of the gate. I certainly had to make a choice. Well, if anyone cares about my opinion around here, I choose.
So, if I remember, the left one was the other Gigantes fight, and the right one was the two sisters. So, and I want to go with Gigantes because the two sisters is going to be a mess.
Leon picked the right path before I could say anything. I certainly hope it lives up to its name.
Oh. Would I be able to choose the other side? Hold on. I'll save here. And load back here. No, wait. Did I overwrite my previous save? Oh no, I accidentally... Wait, no. This is chapter 4, episode 4. No! Oh well. Never mind that. We'll just continue. I think I overrode my previous save. Unfortunate, but we'll move on. Wait, what? But I just saved. I just saved. This is to... Wait, this is not today's date. Where did I save? Where's my save? Where's my save? Just... Okay, never mind. It's fine. Fine. And I'm meant to keep it that way. Yeah. Sure, go on. Ian started smashing crates, showing that he has some
things on sale, stranger.
You know,
Stranger,
things to do.
Not enough cash. Come back anytime.
Okay, I gotta work on my improv. Okay. Okay, let's go lusty.
Ooh, witness the power to show me what you got, Leon. You know, this is where Patricia the desire to touch his back is overwhelming. It's basically finger porn. I admit the pants aren't the most flattering, but that's
All the more invitation to imagine. Okay, and nothing changes. It's just flavor text then. So we chose left previously, now we go right.
Before I could chime in, Liam pushed the lever to the left. I considered making some cheeky remark about taking the sinister path, but I couldn't afford to risk what few cool points I had with Leon, so I stayed quiet.
And since we lost our previous save, well, whatever. We're just gonna continue on with the actual path I want to take. Nice.
After pulling the lever, Liam traded his Magnum for a fancy shotgun. Didn't explain why, but then I suppose the shotgun was explanation enough. Liam proceeded to the gate and I followed behind, not unlike a stray puppy. As he ran through the gate, I felt the silent looming of Ginger's eyes on me. What, bitch? Don't look at me like you got some shit to say. I'm probably about to die and I ain't happy. Although, what if he's trying to warn us? I mean, the dude cosplays as the Grim Reaper. The possibility that we're walking straight into hell's an open one. Well, Ginger be damned. I guess we're going to do this. What are the odds that this door leads us out to the Mexican wilderness? Too hopeful? That's insensitive, Ashley. Mexicans aren't Spaniards, even if they are speaking the same version of Spanish. Wait, how do I know that?
Wait, how do you know that? Okay, for anyone not in the know, a big critique from Resident Evil 4 was that the Spanish that the Ganados speak is actually Mexican Spanish. I can confirm that. It's Mexicans trying to sound neutral, trying to sound like Spaniards, and really not doing a good job of that. Oh yeah, I am Mexican, in case you needed to know, and not Mexican American, just full on Mexican. So I can say about this shit.
Great, now I'm lecturing myself on political correctness while also being confused. I have got to escape this fever ASAP. As ASAP as possible.
Please, please, let it be Ganados. No, let it be Gigantes. Oh, what's this? This is new. This is different. Oh, we're loading a new episode. So it seems like we have now episodic loading set. We're not even halfway through the game. So this is gonna be fun or a hell to trudge through. Because unlike the game, all that you have to go to entertain yourself is my voice. So I hope that's enough for you. Oh, well, that sets up. Just give me a second, I'll be right back. There we go. Oh no, it's going to load several episodes, isn't it? No! Just load one episode at a time! No! Okay, in the meantime, I'm gonna tell you guys about the plans that I have for the channel. First of all, well, I love Griswold the way he is, but at some point I need to do a change of look. But before that, I want to actually... Okay, let's go in order. I want to edit some of the old videos that I have into shorter forms so that I can post them on YouTube and start making some actual, you know, following count. That will also be helpful in helping me practice my editing skills, which are in dire need of a workout. Also, As you guys know, on my side, it's a little bit difficult. I am supposed to be an animator, and I am working in a few animation projects, but because times are tough, these are mostly just, well, free animation projects. I'm not getting paid for them. It's mostly just to work in my portfolio. I did get a job. It's, a blue collar job. But which one is the, you know, daily hour 9 to 5? Actually, I'm going to have like a rotational schedule, and some days I'm going to work even at nights. And those days I might not be able to stream. But I'm thinking also maybe doing morning streams in the weeks that I have afternoon shifts. I'll see how I'll do about that. Well, it's that or another call center job, which pays better, but is going to be hell on my psyche. I think it's better that I don't enter there. This other one also is much closer to my home, and I can actually walk there. It's more physical labor, but honestly, I could do it a little more physical labor. So, plans. Making videos for the channel. That's one. I was working on one for IB, but I don't know if you have the... Oh, are we done?
Two roads diverged in the wood. On the other side of the gate, we didn't seem like we were anywhere safe at all. Oh hey, look over there! It's everyone's favorite portable dorm room, the garbage bin. I can't wait to hide in one of those again.
Ah, fuck, we got the Ganada's room. I wanted the Gigante's room. Oh well, we're here. Guard.
This does not spark joy! The shrieking villager lady came rushing towards us, eager to entertain us with the classic Sarah the Flash of thine enemies routine. Catholics, man! I guess you could say her bit. Backfired. Wait, that's a terrible joke to make. What's wrong with me? Anyways, we'll have to call this to her brief cosplay of the Human Torch made a beeline for the dumpster. Maybe if I grovel, he'll get in the dumpster with me. That'd be odd. Or being alone, which is very unhot.
Hide!
Ashley, hide!
Ugh. I better get to lick every one of your apps for this, Leon. Nexus of Fuel, that was close. Hopped in as dutifully as before. Settled into the same shit squad as before, in the same empty dumpster as before. I lifted my head slightly to snap a final look at the visual itself was precious oxygen. Not that there's enough oxygen here to last me for more than 2 hours. God, the methane from the trash was suffocating. The lid slammed shut above me just as debris began raining down. I have to say, I'm impressed not by the tidiness, but also the automation. Rural Spain's greatest asset, that's for sure. Still, I never imagined I would be commanded to inhabit a garbage bin, much less do it twice in one day. Why didn't I pay someone to take my exams for me? Then I could be in Cancun and have an A in government. Didn't do any of it all, am I right? Yeah, it's completely Wait, who are you? You don't know? Come on, guess. No, no idea. Rolling on the floor laughing. What's so funny? Your willful ignorance, for starters. Don't you recognize your own self? My own self? You're me? Do you have some other explanation for why I would be in your head? Insanity. Not out of the question yet, but no. You might think of me as a spin-off. Those aren't usually any good. You're right, especially when the source material is shoddy to begin with. Ouch. You've got dead aim, I give you that. Ha, give yourself some credit. After all, I'm just the ambassador of your more colorful qualities, what little there are. So, you're my conscience. Ugh, please. This isn't one of your Hallmark movies, girl. It's survival. Take the sparkles out of your eyes and you'll find your emotional research are leaking out faster than your parents' sex tapes. Whoa, whoa, whoa. My parents made a sex tape? Well, not together. Also, don't act like you didn't know. So, I repressed some stuff. You can't blame me. No one can blame me. Let's stay on topic. You need to survive this. Leon's doing the heavy lifting, but you won't need much if your mind breaks. That's why I've been promoted for the foreground, to help you cope. If you wanted to help me cope, you could find me a plate of Belgian waffles. You know that stuff goes straight to your ass. Thanks, Mom. Hey, where'd you get those glasses? You like them? I wanted something that says deal with it. So I guess you're just old memes. So I guess you're not going to go away, are you? Unless you stumble across a pile of ecstasy to bludgeon me into dormancy, refer back to the glasses. Just great. Well, if you're gonna be floating around, should I call you something? Partial to dark side chronicler myself, but it's your brain. I don't want to deny you the opportunity to use it for once. How about this? Trashly. Boom. Get it? Because we're in the trash? And you know, your brain trash. Doesn't feel good, does it? You failed synapse. Whatever, Scram Cracker. Scram Cracker? Just dredged up the worst feelings from high school, why don't you? As your good buddy Clow like to say, just having a little fun. You know what? You're not helping me at all, so I'm just gonna ignore you and listen for the sounds of Leon's victory instead. Girl, look at him. He ain't never gonna La 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 la. Lay off, Trashly. I won't let you come between me and my dreams. So anyway, where was it? Oh yeah, the sense of Leon's victory. It does seem like some of the initial commotion subsided. Wonder what Leon is doing out there. More importantly, how long he plans to leave me huddling in his dumpster. Oh! Hear that, Trashly? What, the sound of you being summoned like a mutt? Some people actually enjoy that! I mean, no, Trashly. That sound... is America. I got dizzy. If by that you mean white, powerful man patronizing women with the pretense of autonomy, then a resounding yeah. Fuck yeah. Listen, if you're going to be a negative Nancy, why don't you just go fortify my neurons or something? Oh well, sure. I'll hang back and exhibit a love and take notes on how to woo older women. Older women? Oh my god. Am I learning something new about myself? Which love was the occipital again? I forget about that. Leon awaits. Leaving the dumpster, I ran down the path and ascended the ladder to the platform above. Fortunately, Leon was waiting for me at the end of the pathway. I have a bad feeling about this.
Hi!
Every single ab! Seriously, this is ridiculous. That's America for you. Are you playing that song or... Yeah, you're pretty musically challenged, but I did my best. I call it good old plan B. Whatever. I'd rather just know what's up with this place and all its dumpsters. Do these things magically transfer items from one location to another? Is that their true purpose? You were literally just the one that didn't teleport. Then again, maybe there's a weight limit. Why would magical boxes be bound by trivialities like, wait, you're making a fat joke again, aren't you? I see, cleverness is a side effect of picking out in Cinnabons. That's a low blow, Trashly. A low blow indeed. No lower than the blow you gave to the football captain, am I right? You said you wouldn't say anything! Bad, Trashly, bad! That memory is between me and God. And Kyle. Focus, bitch. I'm just trying to keep it grounded. Now, don't you think this is a trap? This is a more empirical possibility than the dumpsters or teleportation boxes? Just a little bit. You think people would do that? Just go to Spain and lay traps? Traps independent, honey. I guess you're right. Oh, hey! You're Spanish? I seem to hadn't heard what little you retained from high school. See. Sweet. Well, if you're just going to blurt out your opinion anyway, mind translating as needed? Pretty please. I would be honored, your dumpiness. No, she's taking my job! See, this is what I'm saying about immigrants. And turn off that jazz that you've been playing. I hate jazz. I know you do. Is it really so dangerous out there that Leon can't take me with him? Anything's better than being in a garbage bin. What was that and why was it so close to me? Do you really need me to translate chainsaw? No, but I would like to amend my previous complaint. I have never been more grateful to be in a garbage bin. Hell well. You better hope your boy Wander can manage some power tools, or that granite is gonna evolve into starvation. Don't jinx it, please! As is often the case when one experiences events within a dumpster, we could only wait and listen. For a time, my metal prison hummed the distant hellish melody of change. Hold on a second, can you see my mouse? Oh, thank goodness. It would have been horrible if you could see my mouse all the time. And then, silence. Oh wait. For a time, my metal prison hummed the distant hellish melody of chainsaw, bullets, the human screams. And then, silence. Why isn't he whistling? What's going on? I hurled myself out of the dumpster and inhaled fiercely. God, I had farted in there. I was out of air. I looked around, but between the darkness and the thunder, I couldn't tell where Leon was. It was already stinky. I had to take advantage of it. Trashly? This is one of those helping moments you're apparently here for. Kinda busy right now if you couldn't hear. This cheaply produced mood music doesn't just make itself, you know. I know! It's royalty free! Don't you come up with me that you made this yourself. Come on. Considering you're standing on a circular platform with a hole in the middle, so your dreamboat is waiting for you in the harbor below. Admittedly, it took me a second to dissect the metaphor, but then Leon came into view and all was well within the world. All aboard! Ah, men's muscles, the original safe space. Oh well, and you thought your dad was tone deaf. What are you going on about now? Look around you. Barbed wire, sandbag barricades, funneling structures, and lookout towers. Up until very recently, a bunch of very dead people thought this was their safe space. And then the walking embodiment of the US military complex marched in and fucked their shit up. Your safety, their annihilation. Hey, don't try to make me feel guilty about this. I didn't decide to be kidnapped. And what decision do you think these villagers made? I suppose they deserve death because you hopped in the car for dude who takes fashion advice from WWF? And look at your boy band singer turned secret agent here. He's purchasing your future with blood. Why do you think he's so stoic? Not because he's cool, so he can lower his therapy bill. You don't know anything about Leon. I'm pulling my data from the same source as you, Han. No, I know what you're trying to do. Feeding on my insecurities, trying to make me feel like I'm the one at fault. You're an emotional parasite. Making the obvious joke spoil our relationship. Didn't I tell you to shut up? Yes, but you also asked me to translate as needed. Thought that might extend to moral clarity. If not, Nimalo. If you want to help so bad, you'll convince my bladder to hold on to its liquid gold investments for just a little bit longer. I'll also stop this fucking music. LOL. I'll do what I can until you find a can. What a lame pun. Which means I'm lame. Darn it. Oh no, more villagers! Another dumpster! Why? God! Apparently tired of this malarkey, Leon readied a flash grenade and hurled it into the crowd. Amidst the chaos, we bull rushed the crowd and bolted towards the exit. The villagers quickly regaining their eyesight and with their zeal for murder, Leon hurriedly lifted the bar blocking the door.
Episode 14, Gondolados.
The large gate closed behind us like the mouth of a creature made by brittle white time. The area before us seemed to be something of a cliffside. I looked right inside an opposing door. The exit, I imagined, to the path I thought to take. It's like that Robert Frost poem. Two roads diverged in the wood, and it's something that has made all the difference. Now, what I'm saying is grateful that my body's in cubes. Hey, wait a second. Is Jinja over there? Must have gone on the other path and waltzed right through. Damn it, Leon. When are you gonna learn that I'm right about everything? Situated between the paths was a large gate adorned by a mess with one glowing red eye. Leon inspected the emblem briefly and moved away towards the trail sloping off to the left. Yes, puzzles don't interest you much when you yourself are a puzzle. At the top of the stairs, we step into a gondola leading platform embedded in the mountainside. Love the patchwork sheet metal aesthetic that got going. Really reminds you of crippling poverty. Gondola cars moved up and down the line, so innocently committed to their electric destiny. Reminded a lot of the American Russell Belt, charming as an idea in a third world sort of way. Wow, Ashley, you're so American. Fortunately, us coastal elites are much too savvy to get in such obvious— oh my god, wait for me, Leon! Okay, so we're in a rickety old gondola car suspended by who knows how many feet over the Spanish abyss. But it's cool, we're cool. It's not like anyone else would be riding this thing at the time of night, right? Surely you already know the answer to that question. Well, I do now. I just heard the music. I wish I could see what was going on. Might be able to help with that. For real? Check it out. What am I seeing? How am I seeing what Leon is seeing? What in the name of glorious access is possible? How? Just a little repurposing of your overactive imagination. Wow. Wait, are you saying— just shut up and enjoy the shitbang. Aye. Bust the ankles for the plants.
Lord Settler.
Ah, Senor Settler. Man, Leon is such a good shot in my imagination. I'd like to think that those were just lone cultists making pilgrimage of sorts, like the narrow represent their perilous finances, while the derelict gondola speaks to the hopes of being economically relevant. Oh, well, let me try that again. Now, I'd like to think that those were just lone cultists making a pilgrimage of sorts, like the narrow planks represent their perilous finances, while the derelict gondola speaks to their hopes of being economically relevant. That sweet reload is making me suspect it's another ambush. I tell ya, I haven't been this pursued since that little tabloid misadventure in my senior year at Bellevue High. Ah, good times. Paddled close to Leon's back, partly to avoid being hurled off the gondola by the reckless movement, and partly to assess whether he smelled like sandalwood. It smells more like blood and sawdust, but that's never deterred anybody that wasn't me. Hey, down in the frontal lobe, you mind? Show's about to come on. Sorry. Oh shit! Damn, if only sex were that satisfying. I mean, with Leon. Knowing your luck, you probably have a micropene. That's not the worst thing. And give lousy oral. No, not you too, Leon! Speaking of dirty deeds, might want to watch that money shot speeding towards your face. And what now? Oh! Was that a bottle? Oh, it's red now! What happened? Am I alive? I'm more alive than that guy. I'll give Leon credit. He knows the right way to avenge a woman's honor, which is swiftly. Still, it's kinda horrible watching people fall into the Spanish abyss. Fortunately for my conscience, I'm already done with this thought. Now, on stable ground, I take inventory of my pain. Yeah, seems like a pretty good amount. I'm lucky that my face is free of hatchets, sure. But gratitude is a poor substitute for Tylenol. Leon turned towards me with some kind of canister in hand. We're gonna graffiti their gondola because I'm feeling exactly that spiteful. Whoa, whoa. Why is he aiming that at me? Insert that one meme of the guy spraying. What is this? Pesticides to keep the bugs from eating my battered flesh? Weird. It smells like plants. Like pot plants. Not that I would know anything about pot or have an experience with pot panics. Huh? All of a sudden, there's a tingling feeling in my head. But I can feel the throb starting to get far away. And I feel like chuckling, oh my god, this is pot. Wow, I'm feeling like really good. Like, so good that I almost forget that axe-hurling madman. I mean, he was just doing what his heart told him to do. Would I really be any different? Would any of us? We moseyed over to a long staircase leaning downwards and proceeded, not surprisingly, in that direction. Continued along the path at the bottom and soon came upon who else? Ginger!
Welcome.
Maybe it's just because I'm coming off a high. Something seems a little off about old Ginger, don't it? There's just like an aura. Like he's farming for something of the sort. Could also be his glowing red eyes. Yeah, probably that. Hey, I ain't going to knock a dude for popping a day or three when this, we've said everything, is your job. That's just self-care. We received our jog down the path and soon I ran into another door, not unlike the ones in the village. Also, Trashly is nowhere to be seen through this pod times. Naturally, we proceeded without any concern for our safety.
Episode 15. We'll cut the big cheese.
Will you take a look at that? It's forest! Oh hey, that reminds me of playing that song, Dark Black Forest on DDR. It's a long way to go, honey, he said. I know it, I'm afraid. Where are we going, she asked, into the dark black forest. Soon the narrow path bent out into a dead end, featuring a solitary, ramshackle warehouse-type place. I bet 10 Spanish dollars they keep the cultist Kool-Aid there. That's why they would come here, right? To find an antidote to the evil within? As we approached the door of the building, I saw it hard, trying to fight back the encroaching sense of loneliness and dread radiating hardcore from this place. Still, I tried to seem brave, if only for Leon's sake.
You better stay outside.
You better stay outside.
Ashley, go hide.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's a load off. Time to cower. Good, I was still high. There wasn't a ton of hiding spots. I thought it was wise to back myself into a corner, so I nestled myself into a nearby tree in some weird log shed. From my excessively dingy cover, I watched Leon carefully open the door and become one with the darkness. I wonder what Leon's going on in there for. Need to meet another secret agent? That doesn't explain why I have to hide. Oh, unless he thinks they might double-cross him. Drama. Same time, it seems pretty dangerous to just leave me out here in the open, in the middle of the forest, in the dead of the night. Oh crap, I just remembered I'm vulnerable and terrified. Man, I never thought I would miss the dumpster. Garbage sanctuary! What is happening? Oh my god, the building's on fire! I mean, wow, I didn't know backstabbings happened that quickly outside of General Hospital. Didn't really want to leave my hiding place, but I was so afraid of what attention a flaming warehouse might draw among the saddlebound. Bereft of good ideas, I moved to the other side of the shed and desperately wished I could curl into a marble and just roll out of here. Instead, I squatted intensely, watching nervously for any signs of Leon. Each passing second burned away a little more of the ray of hope. Burned away a little more of the rope of my hope. My hope rope, you might say. For a moment, I was petrified by the thought that Leon had been murdered. So much for Trashly being here to help me cope. Then again, it's kind of funny that she did literally get bludgeoned into dormancy. Listening more closely, I could hear noise coming from the warehouse. Something sounded like bullets and shrieking. A rather unholy medley, but it signals a struggle. That means Leon's alive! Give him hell, Leon, because otherwise I'll leave your ass for Ginger and never look back. Another few minutes passed and eventually the sounds dissipated. Took a chance to run away to the building, trying to hear better while avoiding the first-degree burns. Something collapsed, but it wasn't from the inside. Peeked over the corner to the side of the building, half expected to see Ginger standing there. Actually, did Ginger know about this? Did he tip off the secret agent? Is he the secret agent? Did he teleport into the building? Is it the code? Is that the source of his power? So many questions. As if to undercut my mounting anxiety, Leon tumbled through the hole in the siding and rolled coolly to his feet. Oh my gosh, Leon is safe. I'm safe! Woo! Take that, Ginger, you potential traitor love interest! I ran up to Leon, who looked a little bit scuffed and bruised. Good look at a man, I might add. Shows character. Yeah, definitely not, guy. Maybe I should inquire further about the preceding incidents. But am I? Maybe I should inquire further about the preceding incidents, you know, so that he knows what I'm thinking about him. Eh?
Will you marry me?
Ah, well, I guess you don't have to. It was just a thought.
Episode 16. The egg, the base, and other things.
We made our way back to the gondola station, but before boarding, Leon turned his gaze toward his towering silhouette looming over the darkness. Is that a castle? It's huge. So huge that I'm not sure how I missed it before. Oh, right. Anyway, it'd be nice if someone there could help us. Like a prince. A rich, handsome, filthy, fucking rich prince. Oh, what if Liz is actually a prince? Like he became disenchanted by wealth and decided to commit his life to the people after he realized they'd been denied the luxuries he had for so long taken for granted. Like light bulbs. Man, maybe Trashley was right about my overactive imagination. Although, really, is there a healthy upper limit to fantasizing? I really don't believe in one. I'm still the boss of this brain.
For now.
It sure looks nice. Wisps of fog only accentuate his excellent jawline. His arms so smooth and defiant. It's not often to find a guy who can balance muscle on Metro. I wonder what else he keeps shaved. Dirty thoughts. Oh, sure is quiet without the threat of assault. Might not get many opportunities like this to chat with Leon. Maybe he'll answer a question or two. Hey, Leon.
I'm curious about the merchant.
So, hey, can I ask you a question about that merchant guy?
You can, but I don't think I have a lot to tell you.
Wait, are you saying you don't know who he is?
Nope. Just met him a couple of hours ago.
Where do you think he's from?
I don't know. Australia. It's got some good stuff regardless.
Aren't you afraid he might be playing both sides?
I wouldn't be surprised. But I think they'd be shitting at us more if he had sold them artillery.
I guess you're right about that. How do you think he moves from place to place so fast?
I don't know. Maybe we should ask him next time.
Maybe I will. As if rich people's soirees have in any way prepared me for that kind of small talk. So, hey! I noticed that you don't respect space-time. That's pretty cool. What's the pay like?
About Luis.
So, if you don't mind me asking, how do you know Luis? Is he another agent?
No, he's just an ex-cop. So he says. Found him in a dresser a few hours ago.
He was in a dresser? Wow, Luis was stuck in a dresser too. That will be a great icebreaker.
Long story. Oh hey, that reminds me. You hungry?
Oh, well, maybe a little.
Got some gum and a couple of eggs. Looks like a delicious base, but it's a little big.
Oh,
Ashley, eat your eggs, Ashley. Ashley, eat your eggs.
Do you think I could have one of those eggs, Leon?
Yeah, sure.
It's cold.
Yep, fresh out of a chicken. No idea what it's called though. Maybe something in the feed.
For some reason, I thought it was going to be boiled. That reason being, I'm dumb. Do you think it's safe to consume?
Yeah, it's just an egg. Been in a couple since I got in here, and I haven't had any problems so far.
I'm glad he's so laissez-faire about the prospect of being ravaged by salmonella, but I've got some serious thoughts about second thoughts here. So I don't want to seem ungrateful, so maybe I'll just hold on to it. Although now that I think about it, where am I supposed to keep this thing? Not like lady clothes have any pockets. Well, I mean, there's nature's pocket. Time to see if those Kegel exercises have paid off.
Ashley, no.
The gondola came to a halt, and with it, my fantasy of continued a conversation. Onward, I guess. We jogged down the small hill and walked up to the large wooden door that Leon will okay, I didn't get to read everything. Leon began sifting through his pockets. I wonder if he likes to swipe the key or... Oh. Is that an eye? Sweet merciful Jesus. First off, ew. Secondly, maybe I should have asked about what went down in that warehouse. Thirdly, scratch number 2, I made the right choice by not asking. Still, in the spirit of the times, I'd like to say that this whole thing has become really unpleasant to my eyes.
Episode 17, Running from the Bulls.
We stepped through the gate and... Okay, now, hold on a second, me. Can we just stop and ponder the fact that a total hottie just opened the door with a person's eyeball? That is so nuts. I mean, these people don't even have toilets. They're building doors with retina scanners? I know I live in a gated community, so glass houses and all that, but the wealth gap is borderline American. Okay, I'm good now. Just had to clear the air. Continue, me. Why, thank you, me. I'd be happy to. Where was I? Oh, right. On the other side of the gate was a very tight path leading up. The path was enclosed by rock embankments that were totally climbable, but Leon seemed fine walking the straight, old and narrow. It's not like we were trying to escape a narrow breastlet with hostility or anything. What's that rumbling sound? I sung my head backwards, paranoid the villagers Leon had blinded finally regained their senses, came to exact revenge. Nobody was behind us, and I thought for a second maybe Trashley was pulling some brain wires. Then looked at Leon, whose grip and the pistol signaled that I was a fool looking in the wrong direction. Oh my god, is that a truck? On this tiny road? At this time of the day? I'll look at it directly in your kitchen? We'll be crushed, which is almost certainly the point. I mean, if we just go back through the door, even if they crash through the gate, the momentum would probably cause them to fly over the cliff. Am I genius or what? I thought about bolting, but Leon held firm. If I run now, it might distract him, but it also might get him off this road. I want him to think I don't trust him. Men love a girl with undying certainty in their manly ability to succeed amidst some unreasonable odds, don't they? That certainly feels true. Trust Leon completely. Truck that, run! As if sensing my desire to flee, Leon stepped back and raised his weapon to the night. I can't run now. It will throw off Leon's aim and he'll be crushed. It's my moral obligation not to let that happen to his heir. Don't make me regret this, Leon. Now that is how you propose to someone.
Meanwhile, 20 feet away.
As I began to plan out our wedding, we slipped past a flaming truck and continued up the path. Wait, there's villagers behind us? How did they... Oh my god, Leon, you flippin' dolt! You gave them the key! With the villagers doing their best impression for Stampede, Leon and I looked honestly at one another. Sai said, I've got a plan. My eyes said, this is your fucking fault.
On the other side of the bridge.
Yeah, because where else are we supposed to go? As the villagers were uncomfortably near, I temporarily forgave Leon for his earlier poor judgment, looking for guidance. I flicked his eyes to the cranker to my left.
Take that one.
Okay, such plans. Much thought. Oh my god, I'm riddled with old memes. I'm what the kids call an unk. Ugh, look at the rust on this thing, and I thought I'd gone too long without a loving touch. Focus, Ashley. Cultists. Cultists with torches. I took hold of the handle and looked at Leon for a signal. I knew it was going to be more quiet body language. I imagined a seductive wink, blown kiss combo. Anything to keep the spark alive.
Ready?
Wow, actual words. I'm so motivated. Let's push this crank. Noodle arms, push it real good. Ah, push it. Ah, push it. Ah. Wow, we did it. Does this qualify us for a relationship upgrade? I mean, it's not quite dodging ancient traps in unison yet, but I think there's real potential.
Come on.
Yeah.
I didn't have a lot of confidence about what we'll find in this castle, but given everything so far, I think Ghost of Vincent Price is a reasonable gamble.
Chapter 2. Traps will tear us apart. Oh, poop. Seems like I'm going to have to leave things here for now. Seems that something came up. Well, it's a good place to stop since it's going to take a while to load the rest of the episodes. In any case, I'll do more streams more often. I'm sorry for doing so little lately, but I'll do more. Honestly, like I said, it's been a tough week, so I needed just to get the momentum going. So for now, I'll leave it here, and I'll get back to you guys tomorrow. Yes, this time I mean it, tomorrow. I'll stream for at least 2 hours to make up for the lack of streams this week. Thank you very much for joining me. I'll see you guys later.